get up.
We're not saying names.
We I'm gonna look that up. Okay. So, what's up, guys?
Hey, it's Jada.
Hey, and it's your girl Renisha.
Welcome back to N.E.X.T.
Yes.
So, how was your week?
Okay, so I had a very interesting week. I feel like I got caught in a crossfire of, I'll just say like some bullshit drama. Okay, so it's like it's just petty work shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so we got this one chick, nobody likes her. You know, she ain't compatible working with us or whatever. Me personally, I don't like her. I don't dislike her as a person. I just don't like her professionally sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't even that deep.
Work ethic.
Yeah, yeah, work ethic. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit that make me mad. Like, bitch, when you go to affecting how my performance is, now we got a problem.
Yeah.
So basically, that's my issue with her. But long story short, you know, she's the odd man out type of situation. And we all know that she's on the verge of being fired allegedly. I don't know, maybe, but she's in hot water or whatever. So I'm the type of bitch, I'll tell you, if you know, before I go run into the boss and complain and tell on your ass like you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna just talk to you. I'm just like look, bro, you making it hard, whatever.
Yeah.
If that don't work, then yeah, I'll go over your head. Like, I'm gonna fuck bitch, this is about my check. If it's getting me in trouble or whatever, or fucking with me, I'm gonna say something. She just never respected that, and she always took that as insult. Like, I could never talk to her, so eventually I just stopped giving a fuck. But the other people, you know, certain people around, just, to me, I feel like, I think they take things too far with the way that they talk about the situation. Like, I want to see somebody get fired. Like, me, first of all, I never want to see a bitch get fired. I never want to see a person hurt or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you did something to me.
Exactly.
And for me, it's not personal. I just feel like, bitch, you annoying as fuck to work with. But I'm not the person who signed and stamped your check. So it is what it is, you know? I don't care about your check. I care about mine.
Exactly.
So I feel like the fact that, you know, certain individuals want to talk a certain way, it just made me feel uncomfortable. And I wonder, like, you know, how do I deal with that situation? Like, or am I maintaining, or I'm doing it right by just not saying anything, not getting myself involved in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like, whatever, just there. Like, I ain't trying to beef with this girl because y'all don't like her. I ain't with this mean girl, cool girl shit. Because if it gotta be, bitch, I've been a one man army all my motherfucking life.
And let me guess. So the other people that is involved that want to see this person get fired, they won't take the initiative to talk to her.
Oh,
correct?
No.
They won't.
And I feel like personally, one of the people who's talking the loudest or speaking the most colorful about the situation with this odd person out is this person. I feel like don't have the right to be like as cynical as they are. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the right to talk on and be bold. I can't really respect their situation for so many reasons. Yeah, like, bitch, when I know that you got a lot of shit going on that you can't even manage, I don't like people like that when they talk down. But I was like, you know what I'm saying? If it don't affect me, I won't speak on it. But bitch, I already see who you is. And you don't show me two-faced because these two individuals were, you know, going against each other. So I'm like, if y'all was going, you know, well, if you was talking about the person that's your friend, you know what I'm saying, with this other person that you claim that you hate now, that you can't stand, you know what I'm saying? Wait, girl, it's so many levels of messiness. But like I said, it's this work shit. Yeah. But it's just making me like, now it's on a scale of 1 to 10, it's like a 3 for me. Like, because I don't like the bad energy. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I spend so much time at my job, I don't like the bad energy, the way it feels. Being in the middle of that, I like being, and then the thing about it, I feel like at some point I'm gonna end up reading a bitch because I know eventually I get outspoken, and that's my problem. I'm outspoken. I say how I feel, and like I told her the other day, she was like, "Did anybody ever say anything about you?" I already figured, since her, you know, since these persons had done made up, you know, and started back talking or whatever, I'm pretty sure she had no told her I said that. So I said, only thing I said about you is that you're two-faced. And she was like, what? Yeah, I said, yeah, because I felt a certain way about this certain situation, but we talked about it or whatever, because we had a conversation about that.
like a lot of back and
to clear it up. Yes,
yeah.
Because I was told that she had an issue with me about some petty shit, so I stepped to homegirl, and I'm talking about like the people that is against the out girl. You know what I'm saying? So I had an issue with these certain people too, and I stepped to homegirl and asked her, like, you know what I'm saying? It was brought to my attention that you had an issue with me, because my issue when I was having an altercation, a verbal altercation with somebody, it was with another person. It had nothing to do with you. She was like, oh, I felt like you were speaking in general. I said, no. I mean, I apologize if you felt some kind of way, because I was sending direct shots to the individual. That's why she was sending those shots back at me, because we understood where we was coming from. Me and her had a whatever. I don't know how you how at some point you felt the ways about that. I say I'm very direct. If I have an issue, I will say it to you. You can take it as whatever, but I can say it to you. I'm not gonna walk around you feeling some kind of way or whatever. So so it came up, and she was like, oh, did you guys ever say anything about me? And I was like, well, I said,
well, if you want to know, then I'm gonna put it out there.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing to fake the funk about. I mean, it is what it is, you know? That's how I felt at the time and still do. But it is what it is.
It's like that. Like, in certain situations, everybody gonna talk about everybody, whether it's gonna be good or bad. Right. It's expected. Like, if you knew you messed up this day, just know somebody gonna be talking about you.
Oh yeah, they got something to say. But that's the thing about me, like, initially when the whole situation came about, and those two people who were, I would call these two people, okay, so you got the I girl out there, you got these individuals over here, I call them the mean girls. Yeah,
because they're trying to bully.
I feel like, in some ways, I feel like that's what it is. But I feel like they really don't want their smoke. But I feel like bullying and caring kind of way.
Okay, you know, that makes sense. It's like, okay, when you walk out the door, then I'm gonna talk about you.
Just when you eat your ass up and gossip.
As soon as you get in the building,
I'm not that kind of person. Like, I don't, and that's the thing too. Like, and that's what made me feel so uncomfortable about the situation too, because it's like they come to me and they say these little things, and whatever. You know what I'm saying? If I find it funny, it's funny, so I laugh. But. And I just be thinking to myself too, like with certain shit, I just like, girl, because not even, it's like I don't feel comfortable with it, because I'm thinking to myself like, God damn, like really, is it that deep? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm not one of the bitches. Like, y'all don't have to feel like because I had an issue with this person that you need to become me and try to rule me in. I'm not one of those, bitch, because my animosity with this person is with this person, and that person know why they fucked up with me, and because I don't get into it with people like that, you know what I'm saying? Especially somebody that I consider a friend at a point, you know what I'm saying? I don't give up that easily. So it's not like me and you ain't talking, we ain't cool like that right now, but I don't want to sit up here and be part of all these other bitches that want to gang up on you. Like, they gonna handle their issue on their own time, and I'm gonna stay out of it, because I don't want it to be that. I'm not that kind of person. Like, bitch, I got my own issue with her, and it ain't even that fucking deep. We ain't even really got no issue. Like, it's not that deep for me to sit up here with y'all bitches, like, conniving. You know, it's that kind of situation. I just hate feeling like that, because I am not a fucking bully ass bitch, and I feel like don't take my energy that I had with that person and use it for your own weapon. No, I am not one of those. It don't come to me with all this naggy little shit, because bitch, just like you'll do it to her, you'll do it to me. I can't be trusting you. I can't tell you a secret. You can't hold water, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
And it's so hard to let people in nowadays, because you just don't know. Especially people's situations, they just be all over the place. Like, don't try to drag me into your... Speaking of being dragged into some stuff.
Yes, ma'am. Do you So this is a good segue. This speaking of being dragged into some shit, because there was a pregnant girl. And then it kind of segued us into that other story about.
Okay, y'all. Let me tell you, because, you know, my friend here, my dearest friend here already knows some things about some things.
Okay, but we gonna get into those things.
What you mean?
We we're gonna get into Genesis Escobar first. We're gonna talk about this crazy ass shit.
Okay.
Since these are, I think it's the hormones going rampant. And then we're gonna talk about the other hormones that's going rampant. Yes. Yes. But we got this 21-year-old Genesis Escobar. So she was 7 months pregnant. This bitch goes and tries to commit a robbery. Mind you, her boyfriend planned the whole thing allegedly. She goes, jump into a car full of motherfuckers that got guns. They have a whole shootout. Her boyfriend, she gets shot 3 times. They throw out the motherfucking car and throw money on her body. So
7 months.
7 months pregnant. Yes, that baby had a heartbeat. Shit was practically developed. It could have been birthed.
But I want to go rob somebody.
It's like so many holes in that story, and I keep seeing it going around. Like I keep checking, trying to see if there's any updates. First of all, they say that the boyfriend put her up to it. First of all, what kind of hard struggle love is that, bitch? Where you gonna be letting motherfucker have you that mind manipulated? Oh, that you go jump your ass into a car and try to rob somebody? What kind of F-U-C-K?
Don't add up. Like,
what kind of?
What?
Excuse me. Let me put my cat down. Get your tail down. Bye. You know, people discriminate against black cats anyway. People racist against black cats.
Oh my goodness.
I don't need you being
I swear
around
they're
him.
the sweetest. They're the sweetest.
Yeah, don't nobody talk about my damn cat, because he's not that kind of cat. My cat is alright. My cat cute as fuck.
Yep.
My cat is like the cat version of Snoop Dogg. I mean, Scooby. What his name is? Scooby. Yeah, Scooby.
But we ain't talking about cats. The cats we talking about is pussy cats and y'all pregnant female.
They losing their minds lately. I don't know what's going on. I think it's whatever they put in all the prenatal vitamins or some shit, and all the nutrients that you got eating when you're pregnant. I think that's what's fucking everybody up, because this don't make no sense. Like, I can't piece it together. And I'm trying to figure out. So the incident took place nearby her home. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I think nearby a place where she lived. I think, or a family member or somebody lived. Somebody who she knew where she lived there, whatever. The incident took place there, nearby there. Okay. So that for one don't make sense to me. Like, if you gonna rob somebody, so what you just did, walk down in the house and say, fuck it, I'm gonna rob the first bitch I see? Like,
rob my neighbor.
There wasn't even a plan. And like, was her and her baby's dad on crack or drugs or something? But I mean, I've seen a few pictures of her. I was trying to find it on social media. She don't strike me as the type of girl that just, I mean, she had criminal shit. Mm-hmm. She had been arrested for stealing, fraud, little minor shit like that. Yeah. I think she had a charge that was almost like robbery or something before. So she'd been in trouble before. But I noticed that she didn't have any drug charges. So I'm thinking like, okay, so she didn't have any priors with drug charges. Let me double check though, because it don't make sense to me, bitch. Make it make sense.
No, because I really want to know, like, how do y'all females get so obsessive? So, like, I'm gonna do everything this man tell me to do, no matter the consequences. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to be with this man. You know what? Because we don't get to that. Mm-hmm. Get irritated right now. Y'all, I don't understand, like, same thing with men. How do y'all sit here, please answer me, answer this question for me. How do y'all sit here and be so obsessive about a person who continues to do their own shit? Like, there ain't plenty of fish in the sea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, listen, I try not to judge, because I've done stupid things for a nigga. Now, I'm trying to think of the stupidest thing I think I've done for a nigga. Let me see.
You ever stolen somebody's key? House key?
No. Was never that interested. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with your house key? Like, nigga.
Pulling up at the house?
No, that would have been crazy. That's more like a pull up. That's a whole category of its own. I'm trying to think. What's the craziest thing I ever did for a nigga? No, I and I'm not like for them. I mean for them as in like for love or whatever.
Yeah.
Like for them as in like just crazy reckless shit that I have done for them, like just stupid shit like this girl, for example. Why would you let a man convince you to do something like that? You know, and what was it that made you feel that kind of pressure and the heat to take those kind of chances? You would take a penitentiary chances with that far along in your pregnancy. I understand that you was in the beginning and you was trying to get abortion money or something, but like.
Ain't no way you all that broke. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
So then you sit here trying to rob somebody for some money because you 7 months and y'all choose not to.
Yes, child.
Ooh, got me over here.
But speaking of, you know, crazy pregnant women. Let's get into
let's get into
let's get into this tea with you.
Okay, so y'all don't judge me, but I'm not free spirited at all. I mean, I love myself. I guess you can say I'm free spirited because I felt a polygamy relationship, you know, trying to work, you know, because, you know, I was texting this boy that I met at a party. Apparently he was my co-worker's brother, but I didn't know anything about that. This was like in 2017, and he seen me before, and I'm like, okay. You know, we hit it off, got drunk, did some things. Next thing I know, the next day, yeah, so somebody went through my phone and see us texting. What you mean? Who? She asked how do I know you? I'm like, okay, so how does she know me? Because does it matter how you know me? Because we don't met at a party. She one of your co-workers. I said, ooh, what am I, who? Yeah, nah. But we go fast forward to
talk about co-workers.
talk about sister wives now. Okay, so I'm gonna fast forward. I was just like, you know what? Why don't we just do some 3-way type thing? Because you know I ain't doing no well. Everything was good, and we sharing the same person. So why not just do it? How you feel about it? Like,
I mean,
just a 3-way.
I just feel like that is what it is. It is what it is, because if you single and he's single and she's single and she, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather know who the other person is. I mean, it's safer that way also, and you know, it's more convenient because he gonna do his thing anyway. So y'all might as well. Shit, you might as well. I mean, but with that being said, question.
Yeah.
So, I've always entertained the idea of polygamy too, because I'm not totally against it. I'm not against the concept of it. Like, if it works, it can be a powerful thing, because it's the teamwork, the contribution, the family. You know, I'm not against it because, you know, even in the biblical days, men had many wives. You know, as many as they can afford to take care of, and that's where it comes in to me. I feel like if you're going to be, as a man, if you're going to have all these benefits of being with multiple women, then that's a luxury, you know. Yep. They should be able to take care of those women. So, I mean, unless if it's going to be like a marriage long-term thing. If it's a fling, then that's different. But if you're going to fall in love,
yeah, that's where probably
that's where it becomes okay now. Make it make sense.
What we doing? Because we all three can't get married.
Right. So with the other girl, like, also too, I think you should have a polyamorous connection with the other woman in the situation. I don't like how many women. My limit is one other woman. We can polygamize with one other person.
The problem, y'all. So I was only in this thing for like 2 weeks. I know. But the thing is, the connection with the other person has to be there as well. So when it came down to me and him, you know, we like anime, we like working out, you know, we like being active, playing with the kids and stuff. But on her end, she didn't like to do any of that. She liked to be on her ass, be lazy, freaking. She don't like anime. She came out her mouth and said she don't like effing anime. So I said, okay.
Watching them anime.
Right. Exactly. Y'all, wash your hands. Wash your hands.
Yes.
So
like the cartoons, but that cartoon.
Yes, it was just total opposite. I mean, I understand how they hit it off because you know opposites attract. Now, how do we hit it off? I don't know. It's like it's the reaction. So it's okay. But it was like instant reaction was like this. So it was like so it was an instant connection between both of us that just happened to be like, okay, oh, have you had a threesome? No, I've never had that before. Well, let's do it. Okay, why not? So he goes and contacts her. She's like, what do I look like? Sharing you, la la la. You're already sharing him, baby girl. You might as well come into hands with it. So, you know, I stay on the sidelines like, okay, if she don't want to do it, she don't gotta do it. It is what it is. He was like, well, if she ain't gonna do it, then I'm gonna be with you. And I said, whoa, hold on there, you're jumping the gun. But we gonna come to what just happened the other day.
So that brings you down to the latest and greatest incident.
So I did break it off. But it's funny because I got there super late at night and, you know, I'm tired. So I'm going to stay after I break it off because I don't care. They're both there. It blew up into a whole thing to the next morning. She's locking him in the bathroom. Wouldn't let him come out the bathroom. Y'all, this thing was crazy. It was just all the noises that I was hearing because I'm just sitting on the bed watching anime. Like, I'm watching One Piece, y'all. Just minding my business. That's y'all. That's y'all.
You better than me. You better than me, bitch. Because I've been sitting right there with some popcorn. I have been having so much fun entertaining that shit.
Yo, I'm literally just sitting there.
But hold up. Wait real quick. There was some popcorn. Like, oh shit, goddamn. The commentary I would have had in the background for that bitch ass.
It was just like very much manipulative behavior. Like, she locks him in the bathroom, won't get out his way. He's trying to get out of the bathroom. I don't want to put my hands on you. You know, I'm going to pick you up because you're very small. I'm going to pick you up and move you out of the way if you don't get out of my way. He goes and picks her up. Oh, you put your hands on me. I'm like, bruh, I just know because this man, he's the sweetest dude ever. Like, literally would not hurt a damn fly. And she's sitting there doing shit like that. What happened?
So, quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
So, would you, okay, so clearly, like, okay, so at this point, I'm assuming that it's a bit of a turn off with her behavior. Because it's like, he obviously is struggling to manage her behavior. So it's like, okay, there's that.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, the time issue, like, bitch, okay, if y'all start seeing each other separately, it's going to be like a time issue. Because you a working ass bitch, you know, he got shit to do. So it's like, okay, well, you know, it's like, it becomes like more, it's like, okay, so it's one thing if this, you know, this is not serious, we just, you know, we kicking in, it's a cool little situation, but if y'all trying to really make this a situation, I feel like maybe the connection, since the disconnect is between you and her, maybe y'all should try to form a connection together. Like, maybe you should try to.
And it's crazy because
Because it's all, it's not just, it's the soul ties aspect. Yeah. It's the, because the sex brings everybody together. Mm-hmm. And if there's a disconnect in the bedroom, it makes things so much harder. Like, even if y'all can find some type of way to get to know each other, to get more comfortable. And I understand, like, she's opposed to doing it, but at the same time, may it be the pettiness in you, may it be because you like the situation, yeah, and you would like to see it work. I just let this bitch know, listen, I ain't going nowhere either, so.
And that's exactly what I told her, I'm not going nowhere. And I think that's what made it blow up, because it went from locking in the bathroom,
you have nothing,
to window breaking, to car window breaking, and I'm just like, damn, I'm just all this watching anime. I hear it, but I ain't going outside because y'all do it too bad.
That just makes it so much more complicated than it gotta be, because it's like, but with the same thing, I kind of like that fire and ice kind of personality thing with y'all too. I ain't gonna lie, like, bitch, you ain't gonna be bored.
Yes,
you not gonna get bored.
It's
just like, maybe if y'all, yes, because if y'all can figure out a way to like connect, because like I say, obviously she's not. If it was that damn bad, she would like go away, or she would be trying to fight you. She have never once tried to fight you. Only thing she's trying to do. I mean, I understand the bitch is pregnant.
Not even that. Like, even without her pregnant, that still would not be a fair fight.
It wouldn't, but what bitch, if she was totally against it, then I don't care. As obsessed as you say that this girl act about him, girl, she should be trying to kill you.
She's upset.
So if it's that damn bad, if she's that against it, then she wouldn't even allow y'all. She wouldn't even sit there and be the third wheel. Like, for example, you used to let her say y'all trying to talk, and she just started sitting there like, hello.
Yeah.
Bye,
yeah.
Bye,
yeah. It's nothing that serious. It's nothing that serious. We just sit there talking, because who are you?
It's like, if she goes sit up there and keep doing that shit, it's like, obviously, maybe she just didn't feel like she fit in. Maybe she don't want to be left out.
And she said that. She did bring that up. She was like, y'all have a better connection than we do. Girl, how the hell we got a better connection than y'all do, and you know this man for 2 years?
It don't mean nothing. Sometimes it takes
you messed it
can
up.
take you a lifetime sometimes to get to know a motherfucker's real.
And it only took me a month
to see the brain got the size.
It is like, okay.
And he's so, he just has his buttercream out the duck, because it's like, both of y'all, you look better than Cheyenne, bigger than her, got way more going on than him.
Rewind.
Etiquette. I just think that, we're going to cut that part.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just think that we getting, ooh, my leg's so white.
Show your motherfucking legs.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah. Oh, glad I wore pants. Jesus.
Yeah.
We should keep that clip.
We are keeping the clip. What you mean?
Delete all that shit. Goddamn cats fighting in the background and shit. The dog locked outside. He won't shut the fuck up. So I called the air crews to people out the fuck. I put his ass outside for a little bit so I'm finished because he like to bark, talk shit. He don't like company. You know Chihuahuas, they don't shut the fuck up ever. Yeah, you know I'm talking about you, bitch. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Your mama. Your daddy too.
Oh my
That's why your
god.
daddy was a crackhead.
Y'all, I'm back in the frame. I'm sorry. I'm
Put that shit out of you, bitch. I can't. Ooh, girl. Ooh. Oh, God.
Please.
I hate it here. Oh! Oh, Jesus. No, Lord, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Lord, oh Lord. I cannot. Brittany, leave your legs alone, please.
Ooh, they didn't leave me the fuck alone. Shit. I see bitches get ass shit. They just guys by themselves.
Okay.
There
we go.
Okay.
It don't look ashy.
Shotty and shit.
Mm-hmm. Your legs don't look ashy.
They alright. I was just fucking.
Yeah, do you remember where you ended it?
I ain't even in the shit.
So we gonna finish the story off by saying you can do what you put your mind to, and with being in a polygamy, everybody's mindset gotta be on the same thing.
I would assume so.
If you are thinking, oh, I have, okay. If you thinking like, I have this man all to myself, I'm gonna have this man all to myself, I don't care about what the other person think, no, it's not gonna work. If you sit here always saying, well, y'all got a better connection than me and you, we would never have that type of connection because we don't do the same thing, it's not gonna work. If you don't try to compromise with the other person, well, the other two people, it's not gonna work. Like, y'all, please, you gotta go with this. You have to have a straight mindset. You gotta love hard. Like, come on now.
I mean, in this situation though, until you develop that with her, we just gonna keep her ass like this and try not to delve too deeply in it because he don't need a 2.0, and I can imagine he'll be doing a lot more than just standing there with a pellet gun and not using that bitch because like they say, don't pull a gun in jail, use that motherfucker and she gonna get the damn air gun and wanna shoot shit.
Not even that. Like, I'm not even the type that will sit here and yell at you. You gon' feel me. I'm not gonna sit here.
But that's crazy too because you know what? Prior to all this bullshit, that girl was so damn quiet. You need to tell me she's a lunatic.
Lunatic.
That'd be the quiet ones. They even got fucking scared of the quiet ones. The quiet ones.
Stop. The quiet place.
Yeah, the quiet place.
Where the
quiet
quiet
place. Shit, the quiet ones take your ass to the quiet place, bitch. Oh shit.
This cat really lay like a dog. His balls all out and shit.
I can't say I'm a man. I got big balls.
Oh my God.
Girl.
I could die. Well, I know y'all see that. Like, look how he chilling, like, please. Y'all know how dogs be laying on their stomach and they have their legs spread out? That's exactly how this cat is laying on the ground.
My cat got some big mouth. Get him some
I ain't
air.
never seen that before with a cat.
Get her some space and shit.
Woo! Now the question is, the question of the day is, would you ever be in a poly? Would you ever try out a polygamy?
I would, but not. I can't even. I don't even know.
I would, but not.
Cause I don't even know. Like I say, if I feel like the man can afford to deal with both of us, like let's say for example, I don't need no bro nigga trying to dictate, trying to tell me I got to share him. Bitch, what the fuck am I sharing? Like, who the fuck are you?
Okay, no. Not about the affordable part, not about the money part, because obviously the man, I hope they could go in that mindset as
maybe y'all could grow together kind of thing too is possible, but I don't know. Unless the girl got some money.
We talking about emotional wise.
Oh, emotionally. For me, it just has to make sense. Like, because I don't want to get back to the money, but it's like when you're talking about polygamy and the ideal polygamy situation for me would be like all three of us. That's three finances in the household. Yep. That's three of us. We gonna be like amigos, bro. Like one of us get a Bentley this month. Next month you get a Bentley, then we gonna get a house, big ass house, and then you gonna get me a house, and then you gonna get her. We gonna get her a house, and then we have multiple kids. We all taking care of all the kids, and all the kids gonna have scholarship funds and retirement. Because we were doing this as a family, and we got an extra head. It's all of these incomes, and
that is
all of us working together. It has to make sense financially, because one of the things I found most about that could be like tumultuous about relationships and financial problems, like it has to be more than just about sex and emotions too. It has to be about emotions too, but it has to make sense. Like if you already tolerating another extra person, you tolerating a different personality, and you want it to make sense. Like it has to, the benefit has to outweigh the bullshit. Yeah. It has to make sense.
It's basically like three best friends. Right.
Three best friends that has sex on the side and they do everything together. How be each as individuals. Like I said, the ideal situation for me, even if he don't have he ain't have to have a ton of money, but he has to have a sense of stability. He has to be family oriented, and he has to treat me and her both as equals. It's no favoritism, because it can't be favoritism. You have to be able to divide yourself between me and this one guy. That's why I say for me it'll be one other person. I don't mind the other woman in the situation, because I don't want it to be like, I don't mind having a break sometimes. Like, King Kong wanna fuck you, he can fuck you today, okay? Like, I don't mind having a break in a situation, or just having some feminine energy around. Like me personally, I'm not opposed to that. So for me, it'd be like, okay, just this one other person, and like we work together as a unit. Like we set a game plan. We have a financial structure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We do things that's appealing to all of us, and it's not. If you keep it nice and tight, instead of having like all these 5 and 6, and niggas just be getting carried away. Like you gonna fuck so much your dick just gonna break. That was just gonna get hard to just crump. Like how he died on top of me type shit. Like dude, that's too much.
I'm not gonna lie. I felt so bad about the situation, because if I never knew, because I could feel like the energy. As soon as I walk in the room, I try to communicate with her first. Like I communicate with her and I communicate with him. But it was like the energy that she was giving off was like, you don't want me to be here. No. So I felt so bad breaking it off, because he literally sat there and was like on the verge of crying. He wasn't gonna cry, but it looked like he was on the verge of crying.
And he was like, he has an emotional attachment to both of y'all.
And he literally was like, I was so happy. Like I really see the future with all of this and But I'm like, you need to open your eyes, because if you don't see how you know, we don't communicate. If you don't, and he was trying his hardest. Oh, y'all need to communicate. How about y'all do something? How about we have this, that, and the third?
But it has to be something with just you and her, like without him. Y'all have to have a develop a situation, energy for each other.
And honestly, I would try it again, but once she showed that side of her, I'm like, yeah, no, I can't.
Listen, I would put that bug in his ear and have him convince her to do it. I mean, and that, for me, I would give it that. I would give that shot. I would give it that shot. I'll just let her know, like, listen, I don't want to beef with you. I don't want to war with you. You know what I'm saying? I care for him, and I'm not going nowhere. Clearly, you're not going nowhere. So it's like either we want to fall out and have all this stress and fight, or we just gonna make it work. It is what it is. Like, you don't have to, you know, want to be with me, but I hope in time, you know, you want to, you know, get included, make it work. You know, we can start small. You know, just, you know, you got to kind of be the masculine in the situation, because obviously you're the alpha female. You are more clear thought and clear and set on what you want to do. She obviously, like I say, it's parts of her clearly that wants to be in this situation, because if not, you know, if she could have, it could have been a lot worse. And like I say, for this long, it's been long for a minute. Yeah. And she have accepted so much this far. It's because part of her is okay with it, but the other part of her, there's just a disconnect. So if you can find that connection with her as the alpha woman in the situation, I think you should just take control. Kind of like steer her, you know, let her know it's all right. Like, bitch, I don't mean, you know, ill intentions. I'm just here. Right. And I'm not going nowhere. You know? And once it becomes that, you know, substance becomes, you know, eventuality, and then that becomes love. You know? It happens. Sometimes you just can't help but love a motherfucker because they're not going nowhere. So that helps. Yeah. And then it's not like, and then like I said, I'm here. Personally, like, hearing about it, I just be like excited for you, because I'm like, it's so, it's not boring. Like, it's a lot going on there. Yeah. And it seems like a lot of heat, you know. But if y'all can get that connection, once y'all fire up the energy in bed, it'll be perfect. Like, this is 2023, so I don't live in a world that's a box. I live mentally wise. I am way beyond, you know what I'm saying? And if I can see a reason in it, I can see a reason in it. If I can see it working, I can see it working. Yeah. Especially when you and him is on the right page. Like I said, the disconnect with her is just small. You know, we just gotta work on it. I don't know how we gonna do it, but we gonna do it. Hopefully, because you definitely ain't going nowhere because you're pregnant. But if you continue acting like that, then there ain't gonna be no type of connection, and then you still gonna be feeling like a way because you're still in the picture. Unfortunately for her. Unfortunately for her. And like I say, if you gonna make the choice to be with this man, and he told you clearly that he's not leaving you alone, so it's not just about you not going nowhere, it's like he don't want you to go nowhere. Yeah. So it's like, with that being said, it's like, okay, if you know you ain't gonna break it up, if you know you don't want to, you know what I'm saying, here's the doorway, especially when you got the other female who's not, you're not trying to fight her, you know what I'm saying, you just like, okay, well, whatever, we can be together. Like, bitch, that's kind of like, bitch, it would be like, to me, like, well, that's a surprise, well, fuck it, I guess. I'm like, okay, I guess, like, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, especially if I don't try to get your ass to go away, you won't, and I'm like, and I still want to be with him, I figure, like, hell, might as well try it, you know what I'm saying, give it a real try, and then it'll be something to do on your bucket list, so if it doesn't, you know, turn out to be a long-term situation, you know, but I would be very surprised and very happy if it does turn out to be a long-term situation, because I say, like, my ideal picture is a whole empire, like a unit. Yep.
We shall see on the next episode.
So we continue. Like I say, hopefully it just mellows itself out, and you know, everything calms down. I don't know, child. Because I be thinking to myself too, like, life too.
Living like that.
Mm-hmm. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, y'all.
Yeah.
That's it today. We just want to get out here and talk a little bit of shit real quick. We had a whole list of topics, but we just gonna call it today's story time, okay? This is story time. Today is story time because
hormones, pregnancy,
co-workers, craziness in the workplace,
drama. You name it, we got it.
We got it. We got the magic, girl. I got it. You got it.
Alright, y'all.